And so,
enjoy
like, that...
food discourse, though, guys.
Absolutely.
We do talk about food a lot.
I mean,
I was going to talk about my butt exploding, but, you know...
well, that's what
I know
happens
we're
after
gonna-
the food.
Right, but I know we're going to, like, be jumping on live soon, so I figure I'll maybe save that.
Yeah. Did your doctor give you the rest of the suppositories?
Wait, like the doctor or the doctor?
Oh. Oh no,
Oh, yeah.
Andrew,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, man.
All right.
Hey, the gang's all here. Yay.
Yeah.
We're all here. So,
Yeah.
Richard, would you like to recap?
Oh no, not again!
I know
I
we're-
did watch a good chunk of last one, although I was on vacation at the time, so I could only pay half attention some of the time.
I'm just messing you with it. Who would like to recap from last week, and then we'll jump into what's going on now.
I
Gang
tried to get
war?
Rolo killed on purpose. It didn't
We
work.
had a gang fight in the streets, and then we found an old man in a picture. Then we brought him out to see his daughter, and she was like, "Oh, Dad, you weirdo." And then we got a discount ticket for some artwork on the other side of the world.
This is all
Not even a
accurate.
discount ticket.
I think
Oh,
And you got a letter of recommendation.
Yeah.
We got a letter of
Recommendation
for the
Rick-
artwork.
recommending they give us a discount on services for a really cool portrait hideaway. And yeah, that redhead dunce was hanging out with the princess.
I'm right here.
Jesus.
It's right here too.
And yeah, so we're headed to the dark web. No, what's the place? The gray zone. The
Shadow Moon City.
Shadow Moon City. We're heading to Shadow Moon City,
Kind of like the dark web.
the
Yeah.
dark web.
Anyone want to fill in any of the gaps there? Those
No
pretty
gaps.
good broad strokes though.
Henry owns a bar now, or not a
I
bar.
kind
What
of-
is it?
It's a bar.
Oh, it's a bar.
It's like a club, maybe. I might own one of those, but I have to find somebody that can do forgeries because I pretty much killed everybody that I knew that knew how to do forgeries.
Oh dear.
As one does. 8-9 returned the kid
Mm.
and learned that there is like another material that he could get to be long range and short range with his weapon. We got that might be the only two things I'm thinking of. Henry's dad is in Shadow Moon City. The material is in Shadow Moon City. Bolo came from Shadow Moon City. We guilted the
You
cleric.
did not, but continue.
Kill me. We conned the cleric that was supposed to go on the OG expedition to get the airship. Kind of conned her into helping us too.
She has no current prospects, so like,
She doesn't have any
Yeah.
current
Honestly,
Yeah,
no,
she's in a
it was
low
more
point
so.
in her
It was
life.
more so escaping the possible prospect because one of the things was the Holy Mother gave her full confession
Yes.
about what happened, and then the cleric was like, "Oh no, I hope they don't ask me to sub in." And you were like, "Hey, speaking of subbing in, get on this sub instead."
Yeah.
and then she passed out.
That's what she's.
Me and Ryan did the same face.
I mean, Azal was the one who convinced her, so. So yeah, you got her, and the Gith POW is also going to be joining you. So you got that.
Mm-hmm.
they
Yeah,
are
you
a
guys
piece
get-
of work.
How did you guys get the POW to join your side?
We talked to her.
good rolls.
We said if you stay, they're gonna put you to death. If they come with us, you can guide us there, and maybe you'll get freedom.
That was
Got
your
it.
knees, Ryan. Good job.
Yeah. So she's begrudgingly along as like, yeah, this is better than dying, but also like, I'm gonna be like killed on sight by anyone in my old job who sees me since I failed. But maybe she'll see an opportunity to maybe make a power move. She is a Gith after all, and
I mean, just don't get seen.
Don't get caught.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So you got that. The mother made her confession. She mentioned if someone wants more elaboration on this, she mentioned that she's making her full confession and she is claiming her right to being judged by the silent judges, which is a bit of lore that hasn't been relevant yet. But if anyone's, I'm happy to elaborate on that. Yeah, you got your POW and your cleric coming with you on the sub. And then you went to a rich guy's house. The prince is shacking up with his daughter. And the rich guy gave you the letter of recommendation to get yourself your own little escape painting. And then, everything happened to be taking place in the same city, so you're headed there before you head to the Gith capital. One other thing I just want to say for y'all, because they didn't go off during the battle, it stands to reason that you would have been able to recollect 2 bags of flour and a smoke bomb back from when you had that fight.
Thank you for reminding me. I should.
They didn't deploy, so there's no reason why you can't have them back,
I think I had the smoke bomb, but the flower was Henry's, right?
Yeah, because I had pocket flour.
Got it. Cool.
I also didn't do anything with the cayenne pepper, but that's neither here nor there.
That's true. You did go to a
real
bar and you were like,
"Can I
just have
some crazy fritters or something?"
That was funny when you went to the tavern. You're like, "Can I just get a bunch of cayenne pepper?" And they were like, "I guess if you're paying."
Before getting into a submarine with a bunch of people for a week, I'm buying another bar of soap.
And I'm buying a heavy bean diet. And Brussels sprouts. It's all beans and Brussels, baby.
Ooh,
The doctor goes out the airlock first.
I'm making Brussels sprouts tomorrow night. I'm excited. Anyways,
Oh man, better
so-
keep those windows open.
so it's so it's around probably midday at this point. If you're trying to I think we said like you could head out this day. Everyone would pretty much be kitted out and ready to go if you wanted to. There's a little bit to tie up here first before you do. Rollo has his business with Jewel to tie up. Rollo also wanted to do a little research about Rakshasa, and also needs a reason to join you guys on the rest of your quest. And so you guys can RP that out. And Henry, you got to do stuff with the deed, which I think you guys are headed back to the Southpaw for that. So if we want to pick up with you guys heading back to the rug shop to talk to him, that is where we can pick up, unless there's somewhere else you guys want to resume first.
I think we can head back there.
Okay. Cool, yeah. So you are going to return to the rug shop. And as you enter, you'll see there aren't any customers inside, but good old Gilar, he will be actually sitting and having a meal with the 5 surviving members of the turf war. And so when you walk in, he'll kind of stand up. Oh, what do I owe? Another visit. Our business ended with the fight, did it not?
Yes and no. It would have if I knew somebody that knew how to do forgeries. Is that something somebody here would be able to help with?
You want to forge? Well, I'm sure. He'll point to the one with the wearing the hat. I think the gentleman over there could probably help you out. What sort of forgery would it be?
Matron's Tavern is kind of up for grabs.
Oh my! I suppose
I
Ovitha is gone, isn't she?
Wouldn't want those people to go out of a job because their employer died. So
Certainly. May I see this deed?
yes.
Thank you. He'll quickly glance at it and then hand it to the guy who will do the actual forging. With a 15 insight, he was just curious. It doesn't seem to be malicious. Just pass it to me, and I'll pass it to my employee, kind of thing. He'll just. He's not giving it like a once over. He's just like, oh yeah, deed, and then
Just-
hands it over.
Cast a spell on it somehow.
And
Good luck.
and to whom will this deed be made to?
Yeah, I guess. I didn't talk to anybody there. I'll take it.
Very well. If you'll make it out to Miss Henrietta Mason over here, then that'll be settled. And remember, Miss Henry, I'm always up for going into legitimate business together. You have no obligations, but I am a businessman, and therefore I do like to make partnerships.
Maybe when I get back from doing the thing for the crown and stuff.
Right. That's fine by me. To be honest, we're going to start a bit of a mourning period here anyway.
That's fair.
Right.
For the ones lost, yeah.
Yes. Well, we did the traditional funeral earlier today, and now we're just having the remembrance meal.
It's actually really nice.
Or the matron?
No, for the members of my gang who perished in the fight.
Oh yeah.
Yes, the young lady who you were chatting up, I believe. Sorry to say, neither she nor the young lad made it, so they got their traditional Rakshasa funeral, and here we are.
Well, it is a comfort to know that they will always be a piece of them with us, you know? Through memory. Of course.
Right. Well, I suppose, well then, Miss Mason, I suppose you are now the proud owner of Ovetha's former tavern, and they'll pass that dice. That dice will, or that deed will be passed back to you, Sid. Very well. And oh, there was the other gentleman who brought me the idea of the rug. The rug
that
of
was
billowing.
Rolo.
That's my name.
Yep, that is when Rolo and Jewel also enter the shop.
Hey, you guys talking about me behind my back?
Yes.
I think in front of your back. I think you were just standing there in the corner.
I just got here a second ago.
It was actually quite fortuitous timing. Is this the partner of yours that you mentioned who could create for me this rug of billowing that you pitched?
Oh yeah, she can do it for sure, right?
Rocket, come on. I built the Caltropinator, okay? I can make a rug of billowing.
Okay.
Hey, ask him if the payment's, up front.
I think she wants upfront payment.
Well, we'll certainly provide the materials, and if there needs to be a stipend or some seed money, we can make that happen.
As lead negotiator, I'd like to say yes, she wants that, but given to me. Because I am more responsible with money than her.
I believe you. And she she'll kind of just shrug. Very well, I suppose. We'll make sure that comes to you then, Mr. Rolo. Jewel, would you like to sit down and join us, and we'll discuss the prospects of this rug? And I suppose for now we'll just bid the rest of you an adieu.
Adieu.
Farewell.
Thank you for your help.
So I guess while you're all talking shop, I guess I'll stay out here with these guys.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Hey, they were really nice to you, and you could use more friends, more than just me. I love you, buddy, but I'm not the only person in the world, you know? You gotta get out there a little bit more.
I've been all over the world. I came back just to help you.
Okay, well, help received and appreciated. Go make more friends. I got business to do.
Wow. I just saved your life, and you're already trying to dump me. I see how it is.
Hey, for your troubles, buddy.
How about another Caltropinator?
Sure.
There you go.
The first one, because I was afraid of it exploding. So now we got 2.
So you now have 2 Caltropinators.
I go over to Henry and I'm like, you want another thingamajig?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm kind of afraid of it exploding in my hand before I throw it. So maybe one day I'll just get drunk and throw one for the hell of it.
That was fun.
Maybe you'll be there when I do.
So, what are you guys up to?
Oh, secret crown business. Very high up, need to know, very dangerous, super cool stuff. You probably wouldn't be interested in any of that stuff, frankly.
Dangerous? That sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a suicide mission. None of us will survive, but our stories will live on forever in our gallant and heroic deeds. Just regular, boring stuff.
It doesn't sound very boring, except for the fact where you die. How about you bring me along with you, and then you don't die, and you get to live long enough to tell the tale?
I do like that.
And you know what? He's already 1 for 1. So I mean,
I heard you say something about trying to make some friends. I've got some stitching techniques that I could show you. Come along.
say no.
No.
Party pooper.
Sorry.
Well, I'll be in my bunk. It's a bunk, right? Is it a
In the submarine?
room bunk?
Yeah, they're
The
bunks.
same room, buddy. We're all stuffed
We're
in
all
there
in the
like
same room.
anchovies. Do you have that
Oh.
expression up here?
Fantastic.
Yeah, actually.
Oh,
You
weird.
you guys going on a submarine?
I believe I should go purchase some perfume.
Rollo, you would not know what that is, actually. It
Oh.
is the only one in existence in this world.
It's okay.
They might
buddy, I
have to
don't know
explain
what
that to you.
You guys going into some kind of boat basement?
No, but hear me
Imagine a
out. Him
boat
being
basement. Imagine a boat, but it's all boat basement.
Just basement.
Like, imagine we're going on a submarine. You guys are going on a submarine, not knowing what it is, but still committing to like, wow.
Yeah, I'm still committing to the bit. I still ask, you guys are going on a submarine? What's that?
I thought this was gonna be a real big sandwich. Wow, I am disappointed.
Imagine,
That was very Mitch Hedberg.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I got you.
imagine like a can, and it's a sealed can, and you put that can underwater, and it still says like nothing inside the can, no water in the can, except for we are in the can and we can drive the can.
And this is a secret can for the royal family?
Yes, it's big. It's not like a can, but like it's
It's not that big.
This
One of a
description is
kind.
giving me anxiety.
It
I
could
think
be
I've got
bigger.
something for this.
Is there a better way to describe it? No, try. You can't.
This shouldn't be too addictive.
Well, listen, here's the thing.
Famous last words.
I liked fighting with you guys, and if you got more fights ahead of you, I would like to join, because, well, now that things are settled for who I thought was my friend, I'm looking for something else to do now.
You're looking for more friends. I take it you don't have many. Based on what I've heard.
I,
You don't just say that to people.
I have some friends about. I don't stay connected with people very long. I do a lot of traveling, and I guess I don't have a lot of close friends, as they say.
Maybe a suicide
team?
mission is the best way to go.
I call a BT meeting right now, sidebar. And we're gonna all like shuffle over to this corner of the room.
I look at Rugs.
Oh, it was me. Yes.
Alright. So it sounds like this guy has nothing to live for, which sounds like he's perfect to join our crew on this suicide mission.
Absolutely. I just took a bunch of stimulants, so I am ready to roll. Let's do this thing. Would anyone
down.
like some?
But I like your energy.
Okay.
Hey, Nine, what are your thoughts on this?
More energy. More energy. Oh, gosh.
You got a better view of him in the fight. How did he do?
I mean, he did kind of kick ass.
Okay.
You saved my butt. Which is
I mean,
weird,
yeah,
I
if
die
he-
all the time, but-
If he wants to die, I mean, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't bring him.
And Henry, he had business with the matron or something?
Gem Jewel, the little lady that was kind of mean, kind of indebted herself to the matron, and it sounds like he stepped in to help her out. So I don't think it was his debt. I think he took it on to help her. So he's the helping sort, and
All
that's nice.
Is he the expensive sort?
I feel like me and 8-9 almost got into a fight with him, and I bought him a beer, and everything was good. So I don't think so.
Oh.
I think we
So
should
it's
still
the same.
pay him, mind you, everybody. We should still pay him. But with some food and some beer and
Pizza?
Yeah.
Counterpoint, why can't we just get the Roy family to pay with him and to drop him in the bucket?
That's true.
I mean, did they meet Bo? We could just say that he's the other guy. who went
Honestly, they
missing.
probably wouldn't bat an eye.
So currently there's 4 of us, plus the extra 2, plus now Rolo. So that's a total of 8 or 7?
7. Mm-hmm. Well,
How many?
Technically 8 if we include Flesh Friend, who is there.
7. So how many bunks are on this ship?
I
Oh,
believe we said there were like 10.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, we got a couple extra.
Yeah, you have space.
But like we are gonna be
Room for Lefty.
Oh, I think the way it was described, there are like 3 beds on top of each other in
Yeah.
each like thing, right?
He sleeps like this.
That's how he's gonna have to sleep because there's no room to move in those things.
I'm just kidding. He doesn't sleep.
Look at it.
He waits.
Hmm.
We should have him test the oxygen room, make sure it works properly, when we flood in.
Ooh, a canary. I like it.
Yes. If we can tie him to the outside to see how much the pressure affects it.
Thank God the thing doesn't have windows. I don't want to see that thing getting dragged behind us.
Why would Lefty have a window?
Why not?
A window?
No.
No, we don't need
All
to
right,
see it.
B team, vote. Do we accept this guy on our crew or not? I figured with Bora it made sense. She has information. With the cleric, obviously, we're gonna get our butts kicked. But this guy,
Already have. Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I'm for it.
and we're
Honestly, I
down
don't know where
Bo
he'd go.
since he ascended or something. I'm not entirely sure.
I think I scared him off.
He's
Yeah,
Was it the
he's
werewolf
having
thing?
he's having a happily ever after on his dad's weed farm.
It was the corpse harvesting thing. I think that really did it.
There
for
it
him.
is.
It might.
Really?
might have.
Really, that?
Now just get back to, being on the farm, and he's just
That
like,
is beautiful.
Dad, you don't want to know what's going on up there.
I feel like Bo was a sensitive soul, so I think that maybe it was the corpses, but
It was the nuclear powered world-ending possibilities.
the corpses
Nah, it
that
was
we
Doc.
made along
It
the
was
way.
It
definitely
has
the doctor.
nothing to do with the corpses. Please, they're basically Legos.
Look at that close up of that pretty face.
No.
I just realized that Rolo's head is just smacked onto
On the
bones.
spot, yep.
I'm like, why is he so short?
it's just a temporary thing, of course.
I have all the files. I should just make a new one.
Yeah, I assume you will with time, but for now, just to have the page.
All
Um,
right, Mr. Rolo, we've come to a verdict.
Yeah.
Oh, he's buckle now.
This is a pretty exclusive deal, as the B team doesn't usually take new recruits. But we're down someone currently, so spot's open. If you'd like to join us on this incredibly dangerous and top secret, you can't tell anyone about this mission.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Woo!
Great.
Sorry, that was a lot.
So,
Right.
what are we doing?
Well,
And
can I go get into a submarine and drive around for a couple
Yeah.
days?
I was gonna say you're gonna be in that can for 5 days. Is what's happening.
Basically, we're going to get in a giant coffin and sail around the world, and then go do a secret mission inside of the capital city and try to not get killed. How's that sound to you?
It sounds great. I don't know where we're going, don't know what we're doing when we get there, but will there be fighting involved?
Yeah, probably.
More than likely.
Alright.
Keep finding that, actually. So, I mean,
And,
bound to happen again.
do you have any business to tend to before we go? We're probably going to be gone for
Months.
either a couple days or the rest of your life, depending on how this mission goes. So,
I kind of live my life one adventure at a time, and I just wrapped one up, so no, I'm totally free.
I've got to go get some supplies. I'll be back.
Just consider goodbye.
I have been meaning to ask you all, does he make...
abominations, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Oh, him.
yeah, like undead animal companions?
Animal
that-
seems generous.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, like, how to equate.
We have a mutual pact that if any of us dies in battle, that we ask the others to incinerate our bodies. We can also extend that to you as a courtesy, in case you don't want your parts being brought back. As a
No, no, if I could keep on fighting even after death, I want him to use the whole thing.
I strongly recommend you not tell the doctor this.
There's not a single bit of this body that's not usable.
All right, your funeral.
So as you all are making your way to the submarine, one thing that Rollo would have done while the rest of you had business this morning was Rollo was very curious to study up on Rakshasa, having met the Southpaw. And so, Rollo, you would have gone to the library in town and tried to look some stuff up. And given your background, you'd have been able to not just go to the main sources, but go maybe a little left of field of those two, maybe find some more stuff on the fringes a little bit. So I'm going to share a handout to you that you'll all have it, but if you wanted to, like, feel free to read this out. It is for all of you, just for your own background knowledge, kind of.
Don't know if he'd read it out loud, but he would take it in.
Read it at least for everyone here, if you don't mind. But yeah.
I'll read
Actually,
it
I
as
keep-
myself then.
I was about to say, I keep fucking up what's meta and what's not, so I'm gonna, like, just blatantly ignore.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna give you guys anything that's meta. This is what Rollo would have found in his research, you know.
Planar travel is possible. We know this because of the presence of Asmar, Tieflings, and Janazi. But what of the Rakshasa, whose numbers are so much less? In this essay, I will, blah blah blah, TLDR, Fine Quill posits several ideas about the Rakshasa because they can only be traced back about 70 years. He also believes they are extraplanar. He cites some other books about travel through portals by powerful beings, or portals activated by mundane people in extremely emotional situations. He believes fear could be the greatest motivator, creating portals as an escape hatch. Given
Ganador.
given Ganador's influence in Tataria, or
Taratia.
Tarosha? Taratia.
Mhm.
What could
Oh,
cause
sorry, that
such
should
a-
be cause. My bad. Let me edit
What
that.
could cause such a panic on the home plains of Asmar, Tieflings, Janazi, or Rakshasa? Okay.
Yeah, so basically this person would be a bit more of a fringe writer, maybe a little conspiracy theory-ish, this author, but like, hey, the Rakshasa are from somewhere else. How'd they get here? Well, we know that people can go through portals like this. Maybe this is just a possibility of how they got here. So a little piggybacking as well on kind of what Bo learned about portals.
Okay.
So we know, yeah, they seem to be from somewhere else. And why are they here? Who knows? And if they got here because they were running away from something, well, we had a big old slime monster here, so maybe something happened there too, wherever they're from.
Got it.
Yep.
I don't think he'd be relaying this to anyone. I think he just would have, read up on it, while
Sure.
the others were elsewhere, and he'll just stash that away. I don't think it was like a major curiosity of his. I just wanted to use that background feature to be like, oh, technically he can learn more.
Sure.
So since
Okay.
he failed that check, I was like, let's see what else I can get.
Well, hey, background used.
Yeah.
Okay, so are there any other things that people wanted to do before they head to the sub? Just so we make sure we have that opportunity.
I don't think so. I think we just get supplies, any weapons or armor. Azov's gonna bring that big box of expensive booze he stole from the matron's bar onto the ship.
And I'd like to steal some medical supplies.
You are staying in a morgue. What was that, Sid?
Like a book. Or like a board game. Or like
Okay.
a board game book.
Oh, I also bought perfume.
All
I
right,
think
well,
Rollo would just take a little bit of time getting to know people a little bit better, would make some small talk and stuff.
Sure.
Be like, oh, where are you from? Things like that.
Sure. Well, you are about to spend 5 days in a sub with them. So, all right. So, eventually you all make your way. Now, I'm using like the general dock image, but the actual dock where this thing is located would be like behind the castle, right? Like behind, not in the public eye, but just for sake of a background image. You head down there, and your sort of contact, Sarash, is down there, along with the engineers who initially built the submarine. And they're all here to sort of see you off. Cobalt over there on the left is going to hand over some of the crystals that power the thing. Just yes. Well, we've made sure to prepare for your travels. There are provisions and the like aboard for you. Marlene probably took care of that. And here are some of the crystals for you to make use of. These are just for travel and utility. We are trying not to, do the whole weapon thing, considering the whole reason we're looking to destroy these things. But I still think these should be very useful for you. These over here are going to grant invisibility. These here grant haste for sake of powering the submarine. And this here is water breathing for, well, obvious reasons while you're all down there. So I will hand those over to you. And the number doesn't really matter. It's just you have sufficient crystals to navigate the submarine without needing to worry about, breaking down in the middle of the ocean. So you have enough gas.
What happens if we do need to defend ourselves while inside the submarine?
Well, you all tested the weapons before, right? You're capable of doing that yourselves?
I believe so. As long as we still have the capability to do so.
You do, yeah.
Great. I think I'll put because we can do 4 crystals at a time, or is that just the tank?
It takes, let's see. There's like the engine room that makes it go. There's sort of a mod slot, which is something like the water breathing or the invisibility, like a utility slot. And then there's left or right weapons. So it's another 4. Yeah.
So the mod, do we need water breathing in there to breathe in it?
You could surface water breathing would just keep you good to go. Otherwise, you would need to surface periodically.
Got it. What is the run time on how long we can be without air?
Without oxygen? It's probably about 48 hours, probably 2 days, and then you'd need to come up.
Oh, weird.
It would get quite funky.
Yeah, and then you have we'll go back. We can go back to the big map for a moment. Like I said, I've already measured it out for you, but to get from teleport to Shadow Moon City, where you are headed first, is 5 days, 5 full days of travel, and then it's 2 additional days up to Ganrek Yi. That is your route, just sort of hugging the coast kind of deal.
I think I'll load up a Thunder Wave on one of the weapon crystals so we can defend ourselves.
I could do
Cool.
a caustic brew.
Cool. And and Richard, for sake of having Rollo on par with everybody else, you recall when everybody got the ability to bake in a spell into the crystals. So yeah, you can just choose one of Rollo's. I think we limited it to level 1. But yeah, you can choose one of you. You can do the same.
Excellent. So you can put all sorts of things in here, not just spells, but Henry, you can. How do you channel energy into this?
I just kind of thought about it real hard and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, you gotta like put it in there.
What do you
Like-
think this ship could use?
I put a knife in mine.
I would like to cast stab.
What do you have?
Oh, based off my studies of all sorts of Path of the Barbarians and the Rune Carvers, gosh, there's many things I can do. Depends. Do you want defensive capabilities? Do you want more offensive capabilities? Do you want something that's a little more utility based?
What do you have that's utility based?
I
It is
could
an
make this thing go
artifact.
faster.
You were already given one for haste, so you don't need to worry about that.
Can make it go super faster.
Doesn't quite work that way.
Personally, I'm a fan of, because I'm a little worried about people getting stir crazy. If we have haste, and then the option for invisibility
Just to zoom on by.
to cloak
Invisibility is the second level, though.
That one, you have crystals for invisibility, water breathing, and haste already. So those are going to be taken care of. If you need to jot those down, those are the 3 that were given to you
in first level.
in sufficient quantity. For you guys, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for you guys, for your technique, yes. But as far as what was given to you for your trip, that was given to you by the engineers.
Got it.
Yep.
Well, I think Thunderwave makes sense. Like a sonar attack underwater.
Big sonar attack underwater.
That's
I
what
like the idea of pass without a trace. I know we have invisibility, but
Isn't past second level?
Yeah, it's second level. I
gotcha,
just
gotcha.
heard that. I don't have much to offer to this. I'm writing all my first level and cantrips.
Could
I
use
also have-
identify, which would be weird.
Are we worried about this going up against another kind of machine like this?
We
Hopefully
certainly
not.
hope
Hopefully
not.
not.
Should I prepare a fairy fire then, just in case?
The
In
sea
case I have to fight
is
something.
home to quite a lot of creatures. It's where my people hail from.
Then maybe instead of caustic brew, I'll load up a fairy fire, so we can like hit someone with like a target painter.
Also do fog cloud. Give us another means of escape. If we're looking
This
to
Thing
GTF.
does some hefty damage.
Yeah.
I don't anticipate crossing anything that can sustain that kind of damage unless we take on a god down here.
Well, there is one down there.
Let's
Well,
kill God.
If he's over here, then he's needs to realign his priorities. Not doing like a huge genocide by accident sounds great to me. So being able to escape and avoid would be killer.
All right. It sounded like the biggest thing, if we already have haste, it sounded like the biggest thing I heard from people was Thunderwave, which he could very easily channel his rage, feeling, his ancestry of giants and tap into the storm giants, and just the same way he uses channeling energy into his Thunder Gauntlet, he can channel a thing of Thunderwave into one of those crystals.
Having 2 shots of Thunderwave could be helpful.
Quick question.
Yes.
If I loaded one up with Cure Wounds, would that cure folks on board or repair the hull?
It would. So certain things like don't magnify in that way. It's mostly just like kind of elemental or damaging things that are going to get multiplied in that sense.
Okay, so Cure Wounds wouldn't do shit.
No, I mean you could cure a target with it, but it would be like you'd be aiming the weapon at a target and curing them.
Okay, so it wouldn't like flood the air vents or anything like that and do anything.
If you, I mean, if you put I would say if you put Cure Wounds in like the utility spot, pumping it through the air, then it would heal everyone on board. If you wanted to do it that way, I mean, it would just make a really pleasant air, I guess, for everybody.
Well, I'm already going to tinker together an air purifier, so no need for that.
That's good.
I mean, you can always figure out more along the way too that you guys want to try out.
So am I sticking with Caustic Brew for my charge?
It can't hurt. I mean, it can hurt, but not us.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. The only other thing would be Identify, maybe? To
I
like
don't think it's worth
scan
it putting
shit.
in the
Okay.
ship.
Yeah.
I think that's... When we're underwater, can we get out of the... Is there like a way to get out? Or do we have to surface and then get out?
There's an airlock, I thought.
You would
Okay.
be, yeah, there would be you can, yeah, what Aaron said.
Got it. Alright. I think we're good. Anyone else think of things they want to bring? Or have?
Got a book. Maybe I should get 2 books.
Okay, so as you're getting all set like that, one moment here. As you're getting all set like that, let me go back to the screen you guys are on. Sarash will step forward to send you on your way, and as he does, there will be a familiar face with him, the Gif Bora, who will be joining you for this fight, and with her is a different kind of weapon. She's been outfitted with something that looks a little different. Probably wouldn't be super familiar. Well, it should look very familiar to Sid and Ryan, but she's going to step forward with a weapon that, to the party, will look strange. Not something you've seen before. Just, well, I'm here, and we're going to do this, so suppose we'd better get underway. No, we have another new face. She's looking at Rollo because you two have never met.
Yeah, you guys say that you don't recruit a lot. I'm starting to think you do.
Not really though. Except for her.
You say except for her, and then another person comes scampering up to the docks. Oh, sorry, I'm a little late. I had to. I was a little feeling a little queasy this morning. I'm here now though. Had some milk to settle the stomach, you know. Oof, okay, I'm here. Glad I didn't miss it. Hey,
Milk? I'll be on the boat. I lied.
Okay.
I lied. I'll be on the boat.
Okay, bye, Henry. Well, I'm here.
Wonderful. Board! All aboard! I've been waiting to say that.
Actually, gang, before y'all head out, I'd love to just have a quick word. Sarash will try to gather you all together.
I don't know who this guy is, but I'm gonna pay attention and listen.
You can roll maybe and see if you know who he is.
What would that roll be?
History, I guess.
Okay.
Your history's rad though.
Yeah. You might not know exactly who it is, but given the garb and everything, you know he's somewhere high-ranking in this city's, or in this nation's military.
He's a military guy.
Yeah.
He looks good at fighting. Yeah, you tried fighting him?
We haven't tried fighting him. He's got a bunch of scary dudes in his employ, though. So, imagine he's pretty tough.
Well, while you're all gossiping about me over there, I do just want to say, first of all, pleasure to make your acquaintance, new face. Name's Sirash Greatmane. He'll extend his paw toward Rolo.
Oh, hi there. The name's Rolo. And
It's,
if you ever want to do a sparring match or something, just want to, get some fighting in, you let me know, okay?
Oh, perhaps when you all return, something like that could be arranged. Listen, I just want to tell you all good luck, and of course, the Crown is super grateful for what you're doing. And I also just want to say, personally, even in the short time I've known you all, you have, frankly, what I can only call is intriguing power and fascinating amount of potential. I'm happy to know you all, and it seems like so far you have been truly blessed in your various quests, and I hope this one goes the same way. And that goes for you as well, Rolo, even though we just met. That goes for you too, Bora, and you too, Nona. All of you, all 7 of you. Well, maybe not 8, maybe not the thing with the hands over there, but the rest of you. You have a spark within you that is rare. It's something I try to look for in my men. And women. And everyone else who's in the Pride. No pun intended. I'm glad to know you all, and I want to see you all succeed on this.
Yes, we would also like to live. I mean, I assume everyone here wants to live.
Yeah.
Bora just gives a shrug.
I don't know about that thing. He's going to point to Lefty.
Lefty's in his bag, okay? Let's not mock him.
I
We
point to
all
the
know
bag.
he's a little freak. We get it.
I think Lefty wishes for death is what I'm trying to say.
Well, once he's finished his chores, he can have his death.
Not gonna ask. Not gonna ask.
Oh, I've been meaning to say, in case I die, I would highly, highly encourage you to use not just bits of me, but the whole thing.
Yes?
Yeah. That doesn't mean go killing me now. It's very unlikely that I'll die, because I'm pretty awesome. But if I do, I don't want this to be the end, you know? I have studied under the teachings of the Great Storm King, and I do have things in my back pocket to keep me from dying, but in case the worst somehow happens, I want to know that I'm still fighting the good fight, you know?
Need to see if we can keep that brain intact.
That might not be necessary. But in any case, I'm sorry, Mr. Lion. We're getting off track here.
It's all
Well,
right.
I hope you're resistant to acid.
I hope I am too.
Regardless, I wish you all a success on your mission. I'm reachable via the Sending Stone if need be.
All right,
Which I
then.
have. I totally have that.
Shall we be, team?
Good luck to you all.
Let's pile into this death trap.
You all pile in,
Yeah.
and you head out. This screen is just a representation, especially if anyone needs to do any token updating or fixing. It is not to scale with the sub. The sub is 50 long and about 30 thick.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you are all on your way. And yeah, it's 5 days trip to Shadow Moon City. It is prime time for RP. If there's anything anybody in the party wanted to ask anybody else, you let me know what you guys want to do, and we'll fast forward to whatever if need be.
At some point, Rolo definitely wants to have a further conversation with Dalton about how he does what he does. But that doesn't need to be right now.
Okay. Folks will definitely take notice of, we mentioned that like Bora needs to be re-equipped because all her stuff was taken as POW. So folks will definitely notice, like I said, her different looking weapon. It's not one that any of you would have been familiar with. Sort of double-ended kind of scimitar kind of thing.
So, Bora, I see you've branched out a bit. Found a new weapon going to be used to stab us in the back to gain your freedom?
It's not so much branching out as going back to my roots. I assume you're referring to this? She'll give it like some cool like Darth Maul twirls.
Yes.
Double-bladed scimitar. It's a traditional weapon of my people. I was honestly quite surprised to find it in Sriracha's arsenal, but if I am no longer going to be fighting alongside my twin, then I will hold twin blades instead.
You know, if you I don't normally say this, but on long voyages like this, be happy to spar with you. You know, keep your skills sharp.
Perhaps
Me too. I heard sparring.
Close the
You
door.
want to play Parcheesi?
Perhaps when we surface, which I will ask to do from time to time. I spent a lot of time in that prison cell. I don't want this to feel the same, you know?
Agreed.
You want to play Uno?
This is another traditional game of my people. Let us play. And so like I said, she's here kind of begrudgingly, but if someone wants to roll, it'll kind of apply to the whole trip. If someone wants to roll a D100 for like how friendly you get with her on the way, we can do that.
Friend roll.
Yeah,
Nice.
basically. And it's only going to go up. Like, even if you roll 1, it just means like not much, like no change. But like,
I would like to roll.
yes, you're moving your karma slider with her, basically.
99. Let's see it right now. Boom, go.
Hey,
That's pretty good.
let's go. Uno.
You saw that was almost
sparring.
89, right?
Totally
You saw that, right?
fucking
I did,
got
yeah.
her.
So, I mean, yeah, even as you guys are like playing a couple card games along the way, probably taking shifts at the wheel, whatever it is. Yeah, she seems to already be a little opening up, smiling a little bit, maybe even laughing a little bit. Whereas I will say Nona still seems pretty nervous on this submarine, but did work up the courage to join you all.
Nona played Uno.
I'll just watch. That's okay. I think if I look at the cards, it might make me a little queasy.
Nona 3 Dragon Annie.
Give me a little time to sort of settle in, if that's okay.
Nona.
No, are you anxious because you are worried that when you die, your god will not welcome you in to where they hold their followers?
Valhalla.
Honestly, no. Like Lathander's always been really good to me. I mean, kind of got me out of a dark place. Yeah,
Have they, though?
Kind of brought me out of a dark place. Honestly, it's just a motion sickness thing.
I see. Yes,
Oh,
the
and
depths
great.
of the ocean
Dark
is
place.
certainly a bright place.
And she drank milk to settle her stomach. Actually, you know what, Nona, honey, I'm cool, and I'm actually gonna move my card game over that way.
Oh, I wasn't bothered. I liked watching. I just
Yes, don't dwell on the solitude. Bye!
Why are you so
Oh.
mean to her?
okay.
What do you mean? That was charming.
Are you flirting?
I have excellent bedside manner, if you don't mind.
I need you to answer this question. Are you flirting? Is that how you perceive flirting? Because if that's flirting, then we really need to have.
No.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Gotta make some character choices on the fly. Never mind, I don't.
That's hilarious. Oh man, yeah. So what? So sort of
Right.
day one. Day one, board's starting to open up. You're playing some card games. You're getting it going. What else do people want to do? Day one. Just what? And if there were any specific conversations people wanted to have, it's the time. Otherwise, we can start doing some fast forwarding.
I
Lay in
think
my
Dalton
bunk
spends a
and
lot
be-
of time.
and be antisocial.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
The only time you would see Dalton would be like when he passes through to like sketch out some of the like inner workings,
Sure.
or when
Yeah.
he's like, setting up, he's creating air filters,
Sure.
like circulators, and attaching like herbal like oil essences to like
Cool.
circulate, not like diffusers and stuff.
Gotcha. 8, 9. Since you're just gonna be hanging out in the bunk, Nona's eventually gonna go back there to nap too. To she's dealing with motion sickness, whatever. Roll me a perception check for when she goes back there.
Is she a total druggie?
Is it polyjuice?
Spice.
Yeah.
12. You know what? 12 will give it to you because if she's getting the bunk, she's gonna probably take a little more off. As she goes to like her under, not like she's not stripping, but she's getting out of her armor to
Or
get
back
into
pedal.
She's getting out of her armor to get into the bunk, and when you do, you will probably notice a little bit of scarring peeking out from like under her like undershirt kind of thing, as she is getting into the bunk to nap.
He's not really gonna say much of anything. 8-9 has scars all over him. He grew up on the streets. You know how many times he's been stabbed?
That's fine, but it is something you see.
Okay.
Yeah. So she'll do that. Go
At
ahead.
some point, catching up with Dalton, Rose going to be like, so, I'm really confused here. I've never really quite seen something like what you're making before. My friend does a bit of tinkering. Taught me a little bit about tinkering, but I can't make any more than like little objects, But in any case, I'm just curious, like, is this your typical necromancy? Or is this, it seems like you're tapping into your own kind of thing here. I'm curious about that. I myself,
This is
Uh,
science.
no, I get it. I'm a bit of a scientist myself, just in the sense of that I've really been like going around the world researching how rage can work and kind of applying it in new ways and such. So in that regard, I'm just curious, like, how you get those things to do.
Well, I suppose endorphins would play into it to an extent. We can, certain glands we can harness, and it's a part of the infusion. Let me show you some designs.
Okay.
And I'll show you, like, past Lefty with, like, all the arms, and just different, some big ideas. Then I'll whip up my bag of parts.
All right. He's not phased by any of the like grossness of it all. He's like, this is fascinating. This is very interesting. Yes, I see what you're doing here. In a way, there's a little bit of overlap between how I like to infuse my rage and how kind of you're infusing it to use a bit of rage in itself. I think that the way that we often talk about rage is a bit limited, and really rage is a lot about tapping into primal energy and tapping into energy even from the divine sometimes. And so he's just gonna go off and like geek out for a little bit. And so I think there'd be like a little bit of overlap, a little bit of mutual understanding, but then there's other parts where he's like has no idea what you're talking about.
There are parts where, like, Dalton kind of, like, zones out and then starts sketching, and then you say one thing that's like, oh, brings me back in, and kind of ebbs and flows like that for a while.
Yeah.
And then we do Lefty's nails.
Oh, okay.
All of them?
All of them. We go through a whole bottle of nail polish.
What color?
Sparkly pink,
Perfect.
like hot pink.
Perfect.
Okay, so yeah, things are happening. Day 2 as we're on the sub. How are folks feeling? How are people doing down here? Azov, you're from the water, so how are you feeling within the confines of the sub?
Azov is from the sea, correct, but he's not used to being confined. I think he's usually in the area where the window is, looking out front, seeing close to the wide open ocean. Also, he is very aware of the dangers that lie within the tides, whether they be Sandwagon or giant sea creatures or monsters or other things that might be interested in Azov's presence in the ocean again. So I think he is very much acquainting himself with when he's not trying to be smooth in front of Bora. He is like keeping an eye on the scanners to see what's nearby.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely going off periodically, as you are passing by various marine life, right? Like there will be large schools of fishes. There will be jellyfish, right? There will be various things that you do see down there. Nothing that would alert him necessarily, but I mean, there's definitely stuff. You're not alone in the ocean, and you do see some of it out there moving through.
If we are coming up for air, would it make sense to come up near, what is it? Hollow Island? What is it?
You want the
Hangman Island?
Hangman's Woods. We can go back to the big map if that would
I don't
be.
want to go there.
So that is a prison colony.
You don't gotta go there.
Recruit.
So
We
let me
need
see.
more recruits. We need more expendable soldiers. Who wants to go on a suicide mission?
There's
We
like
have
a
3 more
sign up
beds.
there to be
Give me
wary
a
of
moment
hikers.
here.
If you survive.
So yeah, so after let's see, boom. Actually, yeah, 2 days you would be right about there, like you were saying, between the coast and Hangman's Woods. But everybody in the party would be aware that yes, that is the prison colony. That is where prisoners are often sent in this part of the world.
Who's prisoners? Teleports?
Your countries, Pentaclia. This your part of the continent.
Is it like extreme prisoners, like terrorists, or?
It's kind of a mix. Some folks are there. It's generally going to be your harder sentences. Like if you are sentenced for life but not execution, that's where you go. So it's generally going to be some more dangerous offenders for sure.
Like
There's-
red leather, yellow leather. Not that kind of hard sentence.
Oh. No, your tongue twisters are not there. Yeah, so it's gonna be like more like kind of violent or dangerous offenders are there. They're kind of put away.
Yeah, I think we'll be like, when we go up for air and we have like a meal on top of the deck or something, we should be a couple miles out and just like see what's going on over there.
Now, interestingly, I will say this maybe is a topic of discussion for the group. That is a place that potentially the Holy Mother could be sentenced for what she did too. I won't show any art for this because it's not relevant right now, but your Hall of Judgment here that's near the Capitol, there are 2 individuals that live there. They're known as the Silent Judges. One, you go there, you give your case, and then they just one determines what your sentence will be, the other determines how long it will last, and it's final. It's kind of like the Supreme Court of your land.
Is Jonathan there?
Could be. But there's only two individuals that work there, and and so potentially the Holy Mother for her treason could be sent here.
Wait, 2 people make the decisions for all crime?
One, it's like a SCOTUS. It's like if you want to go there, you're allowed to go there, but it's their final say. It's like taking it in your own hands. If you're like, I'd rather be judged by these perceived objective individuals, I'd rather go there than by my own king or by my own peers.
Are they people? Are they like sphinxes or something?
If you want the actual answer, actually, roll me. If people want to roll me a history on that, let's do that.
I do want
Guys, I know what it is.
Okay.
Okay,
Rolo's
I
well
don't know.
traveled. Rolo, with that nat 20. With that nat 20,
Yes, Chris,
I'll even.
no one knows. No
Honestly-
one knows.
No, honestly, with that nat 20, I'm even going to give you. You even know what they look like because you heard them depicted. So with the nat 20, I'll show you what they look like. How about that?
Okay.
That seems like an extra thing. However, hold on, give me 1 second here. Where did I put them? Just a moment. I know I have their images. There they are. Okay, just 1 moment here. I'm just adjusting them so they'll nicely pop up on the map here. All right, you're able to describe their appearance, Rolo, having rolled so well.
Yeah, I know these guys.
But
I mean,
it's
not
kind of
personally.
but kind of to the point that oh, come on, sorry. There we go. But kind of to the point of Ryan made, it is very much a thing where like no one's ever seen on what's actually underneath, but this is what they look like.
Wow, they're weird. Also, they look like.
I don't-
With a nat 20, do I know anything else other than what they look like?
You know that the one on the left here determines what the sentence will be, and the one on the right determines how long it will be, and it's like an irrefutable, like I said, it's final judgment, and they're known as the silent judges because they do not actually speak. It's like a sentence that's just written and handed over, and you know that no one's seen beneath this visage.
I want that job.
So you said they look like two chess pieces?
Yeah, that's roughly what they look like.
That's weird.
Yeah, they're kind of creepy. I wouldn't want to mess with them.
You wouldn't want to fight them?
Oh, I'd want to fight them. But given the power dynamics of everything, you know, I feel like right now it'd be unfair. But if it was just a fair fight, heck yeah, I'd want to fight them.
It could be bureaucrats for all we know. All they do is hand out sentences.
Yeah, it could be really disappointing, but I'm willing to take the risk. Speaking of, you kind of shut the door on me earlier, but I heard you say sparring. If you want to
did.
go sometime, let me know.
Shut the door on me earlier.
Is someone talking about Sbarro? Because I would love some pizza.
There's no
No.
pizza. We're in the middle of the ocean.
Well, then why are you talking about Sbarro? That's not on me.
No, you don't want pizzas. Nothing but all sorts of carbs will make you lethargic. Gets in the way of your rage.
Your brain needs carbs.
Well, not that many at once. Especially if you can't process cheese well. Oof. Bad combo.
It's certainly not in a sealed tin can like we're in.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did someone mention cheese? I do love cheese.
Oh dear.
Sometimes I eat it to settle my stomach. Just a little nibble here and there.
Does it work? Like,
The-
actually?
Well, maybe not for you, but you know, gnome biology is a little different.
Are you part mouse?
I mean, I don't think so. Pretty sure just
Can
a
you
gnome.
speak to mice? I've seen gnomes speak to mice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can do that.
Interesting.
All of my kind can.
That just something they teach you like when you were a kid, or do you just like magically know how?
It's just kind of there. I don't know. It just you
You'll
feel
have
it.
to ask Gygax.
I don't know. You just kind of feel it.
I understand. A lot of the various tribes that I've interviewed talk about that kind of instinctual connection to nature. I understand. That being said, I am not able to speak to animals. Never could figure it out, but maybe one day, somehow use my rage to connect to the planet and just be able to connect to all of nature's creatures. But as of yet, haven't been able to figure out something that complex. But then again, never really wanted to.
Well, I mean, we've still got time on board. I can maybe try to show you a few gestures or sounds, you know?
In
Do you
any
want me
case,
to almost
eyes
adjust
off.
it?
I mean, when we get there,
You raise a good point, Rolo. I can also speak to animals.
Drew. Oh,
My point was that we should spar sometime. It'll be fun.
I want to insight him.
Okay.
well, if you guys do that, I'll be there to patch you up.
Dude, this guy seems nuts to you.
I gotta check my schedule. I'll get back to you though. We'll
Okay.
we'll put some time on the schedule and we'll we'll all find
Looks
about
over to like the weekly schedule board in the sub. It's empty.
There's just Uno written like 100 times.
it. Right,
All right, so
like day drink, nothing else.
before we kind of start to push ahead to when you guys are getting, kind of getting toward the end of this first leg of the sub journey, is there any other RP that people definitely wanted to do for now that's on your brain?
It's not RP, but I definitely take to pacing the entire length of that sub.
Okay.
Like, just
It's 50 feet.
front to back. We're just walking back and forth. We're maybe like playing like with like a solo card game, just sifting through some cards as we go, or reading a book. It is walking forward. and
Tony,
back.
do you want sanity checks from all of us?
I'm not gonna force that on anybody.
But he does.
But I will say, but I will say, roundabout like mid fourth day though. Oh no.
He was already so far gone.
What are you talking about? I've been normal until now.
We teach Lefty how to dance the dance of like Chicago, like the Fosse. Like we just teach him things. It's fine. Just
Everyone's
aggressive,
doing
just
fine.
aggressive Fosse. Oh no.
But the 17 is probably like honestly where Dalton usually operates anyway.
That's my baseline.
Oh no.
Not handling
Henry.
life, sub life, huh?
So
I'm walking a lot.
so as we get into like kind of midway through the fourth day, Bora will take to it. Just hey, Azov, I'm getting a little antsy. Why don't we do this? Let's do this sparring thing, huh?
Sure, I got plenty of
Make it-
time.
Let's make it happen.
What? No!
Hey,
Close the door.
hey, well, no, Rolo, you too. Come on, let's take this thing up. I'm feeling a little antsy, and I can see Henry over there.
Yeah.
And I can see Henry is getting a little too.
Henry, you
I-
look ant. You like some drugs?
No, but I can hear you talking. This place echoes.
It does.
Do you want some milk or some cheese?
I would rather die. I'm
Is-
good.
Is there any ale on board?
I've got trouble
Oh, yes.
kryptonine.
There's a lot of booze. Azov pilfered like an
Azov-
entire like crate.
Pull the whole bar. Yeah.
We'll come back to that later, but right now, we spar.
So as you guys are starting to surface, sort of a bit of a large shadow is going to cross your field of vision above you on the surface. Something large moves across it. As you guys are moving up, if everyone wants to roll me, it could be perception, it could be nature as you're starting to surface, because you all see it's like, a cloud moving. It's like it eclipses your light for a moment, as you're looking up.
Roll a d4.
Sid, you want to roll a d20?
I did a D4 to see like if I was near the window
Oh,
because
gotcha.
of all my pacing.
Gotcha.
I was.
Okay.
Tight.
All right. So yeah, sort of everybody probably will when they see like the light go away in the sub for a moment. Everyone's gonna crowd around. You look up, and yeah, there's this large. You're moving towards something that is up there on the surface, and it's a little hard to tell from where you're going up. But you all rolled pretty well. So based on kind of the silhouette and the size, you are all able to surmise
Well,
that it is a very a rare but honestly somewhat known creature, which you guys which most of you would already be familiar with because you disguised yourselves as one before. when you wanted to disguise the tank. As you surface next to an actual Zaratan. Now, imagine this thing at sea. The picture is not fully represented. And as you surface next to this thing, there is indeed some sort of structure built on its back. And it sort of maybe looks like you can kind of see a little bit of movement from inside of it.
Wait, did we not avoid it like the plague? We just surfaced.
Oh, you didn't hit it. You pulled up, but you pulled up like next to it.
But we pulled up.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to say you get more distance from it, that's fine. You don't have to be next to it, but you would have to, as you're surfacing, you would have to bank one way or another to not run into it.
Is there any sort of megaphone? Oh, sorry. Is there any sort of megaphone or speaking horn?
No, but you could use one of your crystals to do something. Potentially, depending on the spell.
Do I know this creature or this host if I've been in these waters before?
You definitely know what this species is. Like, no question about that. As far as this one, clearly being used in some way and having a structure on its back, I'm going to say you don't know this specific one. But you definitely know of Zaratans. You know they're generally pretty docile creatures.
And what exactly is on its back?
There's some sort of shelter built on its back. You can see some sort of like structure, almost exactly like what you're seeing in the photo here. It is this sort of tented wooden structure has been harnessed to its back.
And just for scale of size, that's looks like a whole bunch of people could be on it.
Could be. I will say your submarine is 50 feet long. This thing is 90. The structure on its back looks to have about the same. I wouldn't say size as the sub because you're much narrower, but the length of the structure on its back is about equal to your submarine, but the creature itself is nearly twice the length.
Righty. And so we've come up to the surface when we were going to come up and spar on top of it to see all this?
Yep.
Do we see any people like looking out through windows or anything?
You do
else?
see it. There does seem to be a person moving within the structure, but they don't seem to have noticed you.
Anything noteworthy about the person? What's their race? Are they wearing?
You guys can roll me some perception checks on that if you wish. All right, roll. Pretty good eyes. Good eyes from everybody. Wow. Maybe Sid, it's ironic that you're the one who rolled low for this. Because you'll see. Because everybody looks up, the individual on board, it seems to be what?
Azov, take the night vision goggles off.
Oh, you're just like
sizzling. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It's too late. My retinas are sunburned.
There seems to be human working on board, a young human woman with some red hair. Like I said, it's funny to me that Sid rolled as the one who rolled low because your characters don't know this person. The players would recognize.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, a certain there seems to be a young human girl going about inside the structure.
I have no idea who that person is. Well,
yeah, the characters do not know.
Do we want to roll up to the side of the turtle guy and say what's up?
That turtle is no pushover. Let's make our presence well known and our peaceful intentions. And Azov could call over like, "Hello, fellow sailors! How goes it this fine day?"
You'll notice the person like look up, kind of move over, like peer out. Just how are you? I didn't expect to run into anybody out here.
We were
How
just
long
ready
did
to
you
get in a
actually
big old fight. You want to join?
Oh, not so much of a. Hey, can we maybe come closer and not have to yell across the water? It's just me, just out here doing some peaceful, animal rescue kind of stuff.
Tell her if
Insight
she
check.
continues. Tell her if she continues to yell at us, we will take it as a threat and open fire.
You just blast this turtle with the submarine's weapons.
Can I
Is
use my
she a threat?
scope? Can I use my scope to get a better look at if that's the truth?
Sure. Yeah. Henry, you're 11. She does not seem like a threat to you? Or I guess with an 11, that's kind of middle of the road. You don't know. You don't know this person. They seem to be on a mobile water fortress, which
Stranger
could be a little
danger,
strange.
though. Generally speaking, stranger danger.
So what are you trying to do, Artem? Just get a better look at what's going on?
Because she said she was the only one there, right?
Yeah.
Does
With your
that
22,
look true?
It looks very true. You can see through the various holes in structure. She does seem to be solo.
Well, if she's telling the truth, then all we have to do is kill her and the turtle if she's bad.
Whoa. He's right, though.
Yeah, that turtle will, I'm pretty sure, cleave our ship in half.
Yep.
Rolo's actually going to look over to the Gith Yankee to see, like, is the Gith Yankee going to use this as an opportunity to jump ship?
She sees you looking at her. She's like, pretty sure I know what's going through your mind there, Rolo, and no, I'm not about to seize a turtle. It's not exactly my style. If the moment comes to try to seize power, it's not going to be from any of you.
Whoa. Do Gith have mind-reading powers?
Actually,
What I
yes.
was thinking. Okay, what number am I thinking of right now?
Can you give me a range?
1 to 10.
7.
Damn, she's good!
I actually specifically did not give her a bunch of the psionic stuff because I didn't want to step on Henry's toes, but like the gift do have a lot of that.
Well, I can't read minds. I'm just over here with pretend knives, and that's it.
And Nona is just going to be like, well, if she says she's doing animal rescue, I'm assuming she's peaceful. Maybe we just get closer?
Yes, let's, Doctor, let's, pull up close, but be wary in case that turtle thinks it's mating season.
Excellent. Ramming speed.
No!
You pull up alongside. This individual will throw down a rope so that you can, if you want to get, disembark and get on board with her, your sub doesn't just float away, of course. So you can moor to the turtle. And I'll move you guys to another, different page here.
Watch it be a battle map.
Oh!
So now you get the scale of stuff, which is helpful.
Yeah, that's why.
I cast fireball.
Yeah, this gives you scale. Like this is actually the proper scale of the sub compared to this thing.
Oh dear, are we just like cramped down in there like it's Ocean Gate?
A little bit.
But it's like
50 feet long.
It is long, but doesn't seem...
And strong.
It's 30. It's 30
Friction
wide.
up.
The tube part is meant to be like 30 wide.
Oh, got it, okay.
Like a bus, basically.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah. A bus of the sea. So anyway, you guys can move your tokens as would be appropriate. Everybody has all control over the cleric and the fighter as well. Just FYI. Also, sorry, I just realized if you did anything to your tokens on the other page, this is a different set of tokens. That's my bad. So you
I'm
might need
still
to re-up.
orange.
Yeah, you got to re-up that stuff. My bad. And you'd be like moored right alongside. So we'll do that. Oop, don't move the turtle. There we go. You'd be kind of just like that. Well, here's helping hands.
Ugh.
He's in his bag.
Okay. All right.
was trying to get him involved, and I just didn't realize you all liked him so much. I can bring him out.
I'm a big fan of the dance routine. I'm so sorry. I just
You
Should-
brought
should we
a
claim
humble
it?
offering to your turtle. It is a creature most delicious, I assure you. It's in this bag here.
Should we climb up the rope and see you up there, or are you coming down here?
Oh, I'll come down to you. We can go inside if you want.
Okay.
She'll take you to. Here's the. Oh, hold on. Now I'll show you the inside. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, come on in, I suppose. By the way, I'm still Grace.
Till Grace?
Still Grace.
Pleasure to meet you. How did you come about, first of all, taming one of these creatures, but building a vessel on its back?
Oh, well, Zari here has always been pretty docile. I've been doing animal rescue for a little while now. Decided to start getting into the aquatic side of things. Found myself an injured Zaratan, patched her up. She's kind of been loyal ever since, so I thought, might as well make a mobile rescue station out of it. Helps me collect and bring more aquatic creatures home so we can rehabilitate them and eventually send them back out into the wild.
And
also die. I'm just kidding.
Does the Saratan ever dive? I mean, this doesn't look. And he's gonna kick a wall. This doesn't look particularly dive worthy.
Well, easy. No, okay, we're good. No, I do the diving. Here, I can show you my latest pool, and she'll open up like a back room back here where there's like some large tanks full of some fish, some eels, some things like that. That actually they seem to be like. You splinter it a little bit. You don't break it, but she's like, "Oh, I'll put another tack on. It's fine." She'll show you. There's like these tanks back here, and any of those creatures you see inside, they're not going to be big. They're going to be like smaller fish, things like that. They do seem to be kind of just struggling. These guys, they barely escaped some hunter sharks. I was able to find them. We'll get them patched up back at my rescue spot in Boley, and then I'll send them back out once they're healthy to swim again.
Very altruistic of you. Would you do this for fun? Are you commissioned?
Oh, there's a little bit of that. You could say it's my job now. A while back, I rescued an albino oliphant, and I don't know, kind of sparked something in me, and thought I could keep giving back to the animal kingdom.
Are you ever bothered by pirates or ne'er-do-wells of the sea? Sanhuagin? Those bastards.
Can't say I've encountered any of those. Sometimes sailors, they try to climb on, or they see this thing pull into a dock, they get scared or curious, but I mean, once they board, they see there's nothing to take. And to be honest, if Zari didn't feel comfortable letting anybody on board, well, she wouldn't let it happen. Right? And you just hear like a from the turtle.
So you said you saved those from a shark? I mean, what about the shark?
Oh, I didn't see the attack, but I could just tell from the way they were, kind of weakly swimming. We are in the ocean. There are lots of predators about.
Sure.
You got your sharks, you got your squids. I've never run into a water dragon, but I know they're around.
What the fuck is a water dragon? What's
Dragon
that?
of the water.
Why? What?
They fly and they dive.
Are you joking?
Why
hear
would I
they can
joke
hold their
about that?
breath for 4
Are you
days.
joking? Insight check.
If it makes you feel any better, they don't breathe fire. They breathe water.
What?
Dude. Yeah, very, very cold, stinging water.
just need to stay home, I guess. I don't need to come out here. I don't need to come out here. There's sharks. There's dragons.
You ever get any visitors from my people, from Tridus?
I haven't ever gone that far east. To be honest, you're the first Triton I've encountered. I know I don't want to, generalize. I hear they normally stick to their turf in a way,
They usually have their hands full, but you never know when they'd like to explore out.
Yeah, you're the first I've met, but it's a pleasure to meet you all. Where are you headed, if I may ask?
Are we
We're,
allowed to, I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that.
We're making a pit stop in Shadow Moon before heading further north. Have some
Oh.
loose ends to attend there.
Shadow Moon. Okay. Not the cheeriest city, but I have a friend there, actually. Well, to be honest, she was hired to go after that first Oliphant that I rescued, but we kind of changed her mind on that. If you get a chance to look her up, she may be able to show you around if you haven't been around town before. Mirtha's her name, Mirtha Chun.
We were just saying we don't have enough leads in Shadow Moon, so I appreciate you giving us another one.
Ding! Just another question mark goes off. Yeah,
Why do these
tell her.
people have so many exclamation points over their heads?
Tell her if you see her around, tell her Still Grace sent you, and I'm sure she'd be happy to help in any way she can. She's a little rough around the edges, but she's got a kind heart. And Bora kind of grunts from the back,
Does it mean that she's just actually a bitch, or don't make me inside check.
who knows? We'll take our bio break in a second, because as you're all kind of having a poke around inside the shell, the turtle's going to make another noise, and it's going to sound a little more pained, like a kind of sound, and Still Grace is going to just jump up. Oh, okay. No need to panic. This happens sometimes. Let's just go topside and see what's going on. Something's giving her trouble.
Okay.
And if you all want to move your tokens out there, we can do that.
Dalton
first.
picks out his crossbow and says, I think I know where this is going.
Okay, we'll head you
You're gonna
all.
have to put the old girl down.
Imagine the
you
parts.
you come out and you see a little gang. Maybe not little, but there's a gang of sharks nibbling and just chomping away at her. She does not-
What are those?
and she, yeah, now you guys actually see sharks. They seem to be biting at her. Let's get
Henry, those are sharks.
let's get an initiative rolls, and then we'll take our bio break. I'll put the turn order together for when we come back.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, that's... Well, I've got
Wow.
plenty of time to plan.
Me too.
Oh, guys.
8-9 can't be bothered.
They're just sharks. I mean,
I
It would've
bet
been
you'd be
worse if
more
it was a
engaged if we were in
bird.
the air. Fucking elemental bigot.
She said dragon, so I was expecting a dragon. I mean, this is just a shark. I mean,
Yes,
it's
these
not
are some stupid fish.
bad. Is this what you have to deal with? Because it doesn't seem that bad.
Are you seeing those things? Those things look awful. What are you talking about? What?
All right, we can take the bio break, and we'll come back.
Go up there and say that to their face.
We'll come back when the fight starts.
Fly boy.
Okey-dokey.
All right. See you shortly.
Okay, great. Okay, we're up. Sharks are biting the Zaratan, which I always want to say is Zataran, like the rice. So
The Terran.
yeah, so they're biting the however you want to. They're biting Zari and Bora, our fighter. Brute is actually up first, and Richard, you're driving her for tonight at least.
Okay.
And yeah, whoever wants to pilot the cleric, her sheet is up here for everybody as well. Our fighter is up first. What was that? What was that, Ryan?
I can do the cleric if no one else wants to.
Cool. And they are coincidentally first up.
The sharks.
The fighter.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all in the water, so she'd have to like go into the water to fight them.
I would say if she was to kind of get down onto the things like arms that are extended out, that's fine. I don't want anybody
Okay.
to be left out. She does
Meta
have a
le-
crossbow though.
Meta level, I'm like, man, this thing's a CR 20 something, and sharks are like a CR 1. We don't need to do anything. This should be able to wipe the floor. But in any case, she is going to give Yankee like to jump, so she's gonna jump down to here, and she's gonna take 2 swings with her double-bladed scimitar, because
Excuse me.
I guess it'd be a total of 3 attacks. You got your attack, your extra attack, and then as a bonus action, you can do a 3rd attack with that.
Basically just windmilling the thing.
So attack number 1. Wow, that is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do 1d20 plus 7.
I turn on wood chipper mode.
That's a 22 for the first hit.
Definitely a hit.
Nat 20 for the second hit.
Right? We might have to divide up these hits, but keep going.
Okay. And then for the third hit as a bonus action, 15.
3 hits. Oh, 2 hits and a crit rather.
Okay. So, how you want me to split it up?
I would split it up. Let's go one at a time.
How about I just roll for all the damage, because I don't think she'd like then hop over to get
That's
another
fine.
shark right now. She
We
just
can
focuses on the
distribute.
shark.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
so that's a total of 2d4 for the first hit, another 4d4.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sorry, no, she's a brute.
brute,
she has
so
another- so that's
we can add the
3.
brute on later if you want.
Okay, so all right, 2, 4, and then another 1 for her bonus attack.
Mhm.
But then
Plus
that's an
3.
extra 3.
So
D4s
8d4.
for the brute.
Yep.
Well, I'm up to 10 now, I think.
10d4? Yeah.
Yeah. Plus her strength modifier 3 times, so plus 12.
The shark is so done.
We'll see. It's D4s, so we'll see. Yeah.
That's some good honest damage.
She's gonna re-roll 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can if you
5
want,
of
but
those.
just so you know, it's already shredded.
I just want to anyway. I think 5 of those she can redo.
Yeah, she is a great weapon master, so yeah. So, jeez.
Okay, so over 40 damage.
Yeah. This shark is just absolutely turned into chum just immediately.
That's her turn.
All right, and the cleric's up next.
Let's see. Curious. Where do I see what spells they have prepared? Is
Click
it all at the
on.
bottom?
No, if you sorry, I'm opening the sheet for you. Loading. Under their level and alignment and all that, there's 3 purple bars. One says core, one says bio, one says spells.
Aha.
Mm-hmm. So, and
ah.
then I think I mentioned there's probably going to be, unfortunately, some manual rolling going into these too, because I wasn't quite sure on some of them.
In that case, let's do. Sure, why not? I think that would get a lot. Let's do a fairy fire. That is a 20-foot cube. I think I can get all three.
think so.
I think I will also get the head of the creature, but I will get all three of them.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go. I'll go from right to left with the sharks because that would make sense from the source of the casting. Got a 7, a nat 20, and a 6. So the one behind the head saves. That checks out, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see if our big turtle makes it. Let's see. Where's my? Here we go.
There's a full barrel roll to dodge.
I was gonna say I don't see how it could possibly, but let's see what happens anyway. Let's roll just for fun. No, absolutely not.
What's its dex score?
-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, the turtle is also now glowing a bright. We'll say it's probably like a yellow for Lathander's light, actually.
Well, 2 of them are glowing now.
All right, 2 glowing sharks and a glowing turtle, which I can't mark because it's
Sorry.
part of the map.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's got other problems right now. Rolo.
Alrighty. He is going to. Would he be able to jump down onto the head?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you can make your way there.
Okay. He's gonna do that, and he's gonna punch twice at advantage.
Yeah.
First punch.
2 hits. Or sorry,
Oh.
that is a hit. Yeah.
Second punch. That
also
one's only a
hit.
14.
That's all right. 2 hits.
Okay.
Sharks are not well armored.
I would hope not. Alrighty. So that's a total of 2d8. Alright. Let's do. Well, that's a total of plus 12. Okay. God, low rolls.
All right. Hey, that's still it could not take another one of those. That shark looks very unhappy.
I just keep on punching in the nose, and it feels really funny and focused on me. Just channeling that rage kind of fuels the rage within the shark itself, and it has disadvantage against hitting anything other than me.
Okay. Interesting. All right, Henry, you're up.
I don't want to get any closer to this thing than I have to. I've heard bad things about sharks, so I'm just gonna throw some knives at it.
Okay.
26. This one here is fairy fired, right? The one with the yellow?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna do that at advantage.
Oh yeah,
Rolling.
definitely a hit. Do you want to roll the damage on the first dagger
That's what,
first?
yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah. Do a split here.
6 plus 3.
Yeah, that's another shark down.
Hey, that one was mine!
Sorry.
More chum. Yeah, another hit. Are you're aiming at this one?
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
just go after that one.
Okay.
6.
All right, another 6. Good hit. Azov, your turn.
Yeah, finally on his native element. He's going to do a beautiful swan dive off the side of the ship. And he is going to swim under the turtle head and pop up over here. And he's going to take a stab with his trident into the shark. If it wants to load.
Oh, the dice still giving you trouble.
It slows down sometimes, but I feel confident. $15 to hit.
Oh yeah.
That is 11 piercing and 1 cold damage.
All right.
And then, as a bonus action, he is going to conjure his tentacle. Doesn't have to really reach for it. The water just coalesces together into a tentacle.
Yeah.
And it's going to take an attack with advantage.
Oh.
Which is a crit.
Okay. Your tentacle slaps that thing so hard it knocks it right out.
It's like it becomes like a blade of ice and just cuts right through it.
Nice. All right, the last shark right now, its only target is the turtle, so it's gonna be chomping on it some more. Silbrace is just gonna call out. Okay, it seems like you guys almost got this. I'm gonna go get my supplies just to patch Sari up, okay? And she's going to head inside of the thing for now on her turn. And we'll go back around to 8-9.
All right, 8-9's gonna make his way around, and he can get just up here with 35 move. And well, there's one shark left, so he's gonna take aim and take some shots. So that one did not get fairy fired, right?
You are correct.
Okay. So
Though it has been hit.
okay, there's the 2 hits, 29 and a 16.
2 hits.
Okay. He's gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark it. So just because I want to see what actual damage is gonna be.
You're gonna turn it to chum, I'm almost certain.
Huh?
I think you're gonna turn it to chum.
Yeah, probably. But so Tony let me do Planar Warrior as not a bonus action, so I can actually do things with my bonus action. So here is now.
It is so weird that yours is the only one that doesn't get to do that.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh yeah, you forced that shark right out of life.
Damn, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's about the same as everyone else.
I did 15, although I rolled low.
Yeah, okay, those bunch of sharks. Now, Doc may be feeling a little disappointed he didn't get to jump in on the action yet, but don't worry. Azov, from down in the water, why don't you roll me a perception check? You are a water-based being.
We're victorious! Good work, everyone. B team, we have done it once again.
It is at that moment that something else pokes its head up out of the water. Let me actually bring you guys to a big picture of it. As something else pokes up. Come on. There we go. Pokes its head up out of the water. Rears its scaled head.
Well,
That doesn't look like victory.
What are you guys looking at? I'm right here. What's
And-
looking? Oh no.
And this thing pops up. This is initially where I placed it on the map, so that's where I'm going to leave it. It is going to burst up out of the water. Your turn will be next, Andrew. It is going to burst up out of the water, and it is just going to swipe a claw at Bora here. That's a crit.
yeah, that she don't got something that can stop that.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is gonna hurt.
Rolo,
Can you silvery barbs that?
yeah, Rolo can. Rolo's gonna look over and harnessing the power of the thunder giant, or sorry, the storm giant, his eyes are going to light up to be completely white, and hers will as well. So essentially, as if struck by a lightning bolt, the big monster thing is just gonna like be stunned for a second and have to re-roll that. And then also, Rolo's going to, with this kind of prophetic image in his head, will also give himself advantage for his next attack.
Okay. It became a 24 to hit, but it is not a crit.
We'll take it.
All right. As this thing bursts up, it is going to scream out into the air, and a claw is going to swipe at Bora, dealing 11 slashing damage.
All right, that could have been twice as bad.
It is now the doctor's turn.
Fantastic.
You said 11?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna shoot at it. Oh! Okay, it's just normal.
Your 15 arrow is going to ding off of its scaled body.
Fast! Well, that's cool. And I realize I can't actually attack twice with the crossbow because it still has the loading feature. So I messed that up last fight.
Do you not have a feat that ignores that though? Or I know that Artem at least does.
No, I'd have to get crossbow expert.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fortunately.
All right.
Do
Well,
not
something
have that.
to ponder.
Yeah.
It now comes back around to Bora's turn, and she does have this thing screaming in her face and slashing at her.
Yeah, so she's gonna just preemptively, I'm already saying it, she's gonna action surge. She's going full out on this thing, so that's not just 3 hits, it's gonna be 5 attacks against it.
See, not one in there. We've got 2 hits.
Only 2 out of all that, man, this thing is tough.
You know, the 23 and the 20 are going to hit.
Like shit. Alright.
Did not roll great, no, unfortunately.
No. Alright. So, that's a total of 4. Alright, now, so that's 2 extra for the brutal, or for the brute thing.
Yeah, an extra 2. 24 damage.
Alright,
Two
she's
hits
gonna
on this thing.
re-roll 2 of those.
Okay.
Oh, both of them that.
Okay.
Okay, so that's an additional 5,
Right,
so
yeah, 5 more
29.
damage. Nice. That's a great hit. Great hit to this thing. And the cleric is up next.
Oh, I just remembered. Oh no, I think warding flare you can only use on yourself. For now. But later on you can use it on others. Anywho, seeing this thing burst through, I think she's going to use the 2nd level Scorching Ray, which is 3 attacks.
Okay. And you may have you're probably gonna have to roll. Oh, it's a save.
No, it's 3 attacks.
Sorry, yeah, you're gonna have to roll those. I think. I wasn't sure. I don't know if I have to like program those into the spell as well. But anything that's not the life domain cleric is not automatically built in, and she's
Nice
life.
rolls.
So, oof, okay, that's 3 hits.
Then bam, bam, bam. That's 66 fire damage.
All right, yeah, roll that out for me.
Pretty low. Well, it looks better there than it does there, but I'll take it.
Yeah,
19
right on.
fire damage.
Yeah, 19 fire damage. It is at this point that thing in the water is going to do an attack of its own, just because it can. It is going to swipe its. The closest target is Bora, so it's going to swipe its tail at her, and then Rolo, you're up after that.
Okay.
Boom. Okay, a 29 is going to hit.
Yep.
All right. So the tail is going to hit 4. 15 bludgeoning.
15. Oof, she is hurting.
And now Rolo is up.
Okay. Can he jump as a free action during his move?
It's going to be part of your movement. But
Yeah, it's part of his movement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he can jump all the way to here. As he starts to do that, the first time he just jumped down, attacked the shark, he was playing it kind of easy. Now he's going into a rage, and he's going to do that same kind of thing he did before, where he kind of bulks up like 5%, and he's going to get additional 5 temp HP, which might be really freaking important with this thing. And he's going to come forward. He's already got advantage with it. His eyes are totally white as the spirit of the storm giant is with him, guiding his strike, and he is going to come forward, and rather than 2 hits, he is going to channel it all into one big booming fist, and he wants to hit that thing with a booming blade. So with advantage.
Did you give yourself the silvery barbs advantage?
Yep.
Got it.
Okay. Damn!
Wow.
That's some terrible rolls.
I'm afraid that is not going to hit.
That's what he gets for charging up one big punch. His advantage is now gone. Did it once. And at least he's got 5 temp HP. That's all he accomplished this round.
Okay. Henry.
I can.
You're up.
Is this open? Like, can I run through here, or do I
Yes, you
gotta
can.
run around?
Yeah, no, you can absolutely run through.
Okay, down here, and I'm gonna knife.
Yeah, that's a hit. That is not.
Ooh.
Okay, 21. Good hit.
And that's what I got.
Okay. Azal, before you take your turn, this dragon is going to start emerging from the water, and as it does so, its wings are going to start flapping as it rises up from the water. And both Bora and Rolo are going to need to make dex saves.
Okay. I don't know why it's doing that at advantage. It should just take the first one.
Okay, yeah, 19 for her.
Yeah.
Or is that
19.
for her or for you?
That was for her, and then
Okay.
for me. All right.
So
There are the rolls.
Yep.
those are very good rolls. However, this is a dragon. And you are trying to hold on for dear life, but it is just barely 1 digit too little to make
Ew.
the dex check. And you both are going to be knocked into the water. Because in this case, going prone is just going to knock you in. It's just kind of inevitable. And you are also both going to take
16 damage as you are buffeted by that wind and going down. So Bora is not unconscious as she hits the water, at least. But she's in a bad way.
How much damage was it?
16.
Then she is down.
Bludgeoning. No, she had 18.
I thought she had
typed-
16.
She had 18. I typed -2 instead of 2. So for
got
a
it.
moment there, she had 16, but that was my error. She has 2
Got it.
remaining.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that damage magical?
It is from a dragon beating its wings, so no.
Okay. He'll take 3 less than that.
Okay. Great Armor Master, whatever that's called. Heavy Armor Master.
It's from him being a barbarian and he's raging. Thank you very much.
Got it. All right, Azov, now you're up, and you are seeing this thing start to emerge from the water, although it has not fully emerged yet.
It's okay. So it's still partially in the water then.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Azov's gonna try and get the attention. He'll climb up onto the claw here. Bonus action, he's going to cast Hex on this guy.
And that just happens, right?
It does just happen. Not that I think it needs any help with strength checks, but he is going to have disadvantage on strength checks if it tries to grab anyone and bring them to the briny depths.
Okay.
And then Azov's going to take 2 shots with Eldritch Blast
Okay.
to try and get its attention. Doesn't look good.
Oh, a 10 is not going to do it. A 20 will do it.
And let's add 1d6 of necrotic. For
Oh, you got the special one.
for the what now?
You got Warlock special stuff for your Eldritch Blast, right? That's where that is. Or is that from
It's
Hex?
just Hex.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so he's hexed.
Okay. Yeah, it's hexed. 8-9 is up.
All right. Well, how high are these rope things that he has to climb?
We're gonna say they're about 10.
10. Okay.
Yeah. So you would have to get up there too. I mean, I would say like technically there is a part that goes around the front here. Like you could go straight across.
Oh, I didn't even see
You
that.
do not need. Yeah, you do not need to climb that if you don't want to.
Okay. Well, then he will do that because that seems smarter. He's gonna get over here, and he's gonna use his bonus action to shift his hunter's mark to the thing. All right. So that. Okay, sorry, that's damage. Why is it not letting me like? Something happened weird. So, does a 14 hit?
14 will not.
Yeah.
So,
Second
right
attack, also a 14.
No, I will say you. So far, you do know that a 16 is the threshold. Like you have that
Gotcha.
is, that has been learned at this point.
Well, those 2 shots just miss completely then. Or I guess bounce off of whatever armor it has.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps you're intimidated as you see it rising up out of the water, because it is now going to fully come up out of the water. Let me see something here. Rollo will have an attack of opportunity if he wants, as it emerges out of the water. Now you are treading water at that time of doing this. I'm not going to give you disadvantage or anything, but it is the case. You are still in the water.
Okay.
But if you wish to,
Yeah,
take
I'll try to punch it as it tries to get away.
your punch connects.
Okay.
You meet the minimum. Maybe just you bop it in the belly a little bit as it goes by.
Okay. It now has, as I punch it, it enrages it enough that it has disadvantage on everybody but me. So go me for that.
Actually,
That's good.
very helpful.
It's gonna turn out great.
Yeah. And then give me
Okay.
some damage.
Yes. Uh, 12 thunder damage.
Okay, that's a good hit. That's a good hit. Okay, so this thing, as I stated, it is fully. I'm just doing some. Oh, what just happened? What in the world? Sorry, roll 20 just really barfed, and I'm just looking at a blank white screen now. Let me refresh. That was bizarre. I started typing in the damage, and then
Mine's
like,
done that a couple of times when I'm DMing, and it's like the rolls, like the chat window itself, just goes white, and it's like, oh, cool. I didn't need that information. I didn't need to see that.
No, like the entire screen just like flashed white, and all I saw was like people's status bars. I got flashbanged.
Did you use the Radon final move?
I think it was the old logo actually. I think that was the old FromSoft logo loading up.
Flashbang.
Yep. So this thing fully emerges. It's also gonna swing by and pick up one of them there dead sharks just for fun. Here's a little image of that. As it is now fully water dragon, baby, and it is gonna grab a shark as it flies by. All right, back over to the map. Give me a moment here. There's that. Bring that to the front. Nice. Make sure I give it the same status so I keep track of that. Boom. Okay. So it's now over here. Yeah, it picked up one of them there sharks, and as it emerged, it let out just like this terrifying, like gurgling scream of a call. And I need all of you to please make wisdom saves.
Oh,
Lordy. Oops.
Oh, no,
First
I'm
one I'm
not
gonna
good
do
at
is for
this.
Bora.
Oh.
Okay.
I used my inspiration.
Bora is stuck on advantage, but anyway.
Why not?
I'll just you have to go like into the settings to change that. I don't know why it shouldn't be advantage by default.
Oh, cool,
guys.
it's 9!
Oh, guys.
Yeah, Rolo! Nat 19.
Does Rolo have anything that can bump that up one more point?
What?
Because of 20, you needed a 20 dex for the wings. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's a different save for this. It's not the same. It was a 20 dex for the wing. It is a 17 wisdom here. Still only Rolo. Well,
As
did
he sinks
anyone
to the bottom of the ocean.
did
He's
anyone
not
roll?
afraid.
Yeah. Did anyone roll for the cleric?
No, let me do that.
Yeah, roll her. But yes, Rolo, as you sink to the bottom of the ocean, you are the only one who is not afraid of the dragon.
How high in the air is it, right?
It's just hovering a little above. It just went up high enough to like swoop over and try to pick up. Oh, our.
Got it.
Ooh, that's an 11. We're gonna just go with the first one because it's not advantage.
Yeah.
So yeah. Rolo, you're the only one who's not. As you sink, I am not owned. As you sink into the water. Everyone else is afraid of the dragon. It's just kind of hovering a little above the water right now because it just went over to scoop up that shark. And that's where we're at. And the doctor is up.
Yay! So I can't move closer to it, correct?
Correct. Yeah, and there's.
Mm.
And I think you have disadvantage on attacks against it.
Yeah.
Cool.
We can verify that, but you definitely can't move closer.
Okay. I need to get to Bora, because she's fucked up.
Yeah, she's down to
Okay.
2.
What I'm gonna do, I am gonna climb down. And
Yep, but you can't move north.
I can't move north. What I can do as a bonus action is open my satchel and say, Lefty, I choose you! Use jazz hands! And erupting claws first is Lefty. And I'm just gonna have
He goes
him
down a healer, and Bora's like, please tell me you're here to just kill me.
just straight at him, jump and just try to like flash at him.
Oh, at the dragon.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can't seem to control him.
Oh, you know why? Because it's not copy and pasted from the right thing. Now you can.
Wow.
And if you want to add, whatever stats, whatever, go for it. But now you can control.
He's got more hit points than I do.
Kind of what they're supposed to be.
That's fair. Yeah, so... Law Slash. As useful as ever.
Yep, 6 is not going to do it.
Cool. And I'm going to call over to Bora and say, come get some healing! And I'd like to hold the action to cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay. It is the end of your turn, so you can re-roll for your fear now.
Oh, nice. Wow.
And I thought it teetered on a 19. I was ready to. You are unfortunately still afraid.
Yeah. That adds up. That works.
And she's up, and she definitely can't move closer to it. So.
Yeah, Bora being terrified of this thing and having it nearly killed her, she is extremely wounded. She's gonna Misty Step back behind the cleric.
Oh, wait.
And I don't know if she has any actions that will really help.
Misty Step's bonus, right? So she can't
Yep.
second wind on top of that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
If you just run, I can Cure Wounds.
Does she have any
How's the
potions
flyby?
on her?
She does
If
not.
You risk an attack up. This is the right move.
Oh, gotcha. My bad.
Yeah. I guess she's just gonna stay put then, and I guess take a defensive stance.
Oh,
She
dodge
has
action?
disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. Dodge. She'll take the dodge action. Or actually, what's more realistic? Hide action. She likes.
She does that. It is at this moment that the dragon is going to flap its wings once again as it can toward Lefty and Azov. So I am going to need the two of them to make dexterity saves, please.
Oh.
Bora is the top of the round, in case that wasn't evident by the 20 I put next to her name.
God, where do I even?
Joke's on you, I'm more comfortable in the water.
That's good, because you're getting knocked into it.
That's fair.
Put you there. Oh, sorry, Lefty. You're also going into the water.
Oh no! Wait, I've worked
Not next
hours
to
on
me,
that.
it's not next to me.
That is going to be 19 bludgeoning from the
Ow.
buffeting of the wind to Azov and Lefty as you are swatted by that.
Is it 19?
Well,
I
was
did say
that was that an attack against them? Because oh wait, no, it's a dex save.
Yeah, it's
Never
an
mind.
AOE. It is not a direct. But fair question. And now the cleric is up, and she is right next to the person who needs healing, so that's helpful.
Yes, Nona is going to. Let's see, what does she have? She's got Cure Wounds. She's got a 3rd level slot. Let's go ahead and use that. At 3rd level to Bora. For 7? Really? That's it? That can't be right.
That only rolled one dice for some reason.
Rolling 2 more. Wait, 2 more d8?
Yeah.
So another 5. Ooh, 13.
13 to Bora.
Or 12, rather.
Oh, 12. Okay.
And
Alright.
that is her action. That is one less 3rd level slot she has. She will. Can't use anything else. So, but she is going to try and save against the fear.
We'll take that.
That's a natural
Ooh,
one.
no, yeah, she.
I'm just gonna say that she runs.
Okay,
She wasn't built for this.
sure. She's gonna go eat more cheese. All right, Rolo, you're in the water, but you're not afraid of
In
that.
the water, I'm afraid of this thing, and he's going to. Would you say he's within 30 feet of this dragon?
Yes, yeah, because it's I mean it's up from you, but you're within the 30 feet.
Yeah. So what he's gonna do is he's going to invoke the power of the cloud giant, and he's gonna be just really mad in the water until it gets to a point where a cloud forms around him, and he's gonna go through that cloud and out through another cloud and land on top of that dragon.
Okay.
I'm gonna need to have his token raised to the top as I go right on top of that thing.
There you go. You're
Cool. And I think it's donkey punching, where you just like hit in the back of the head.
Yep.
He's gonna do that twice. He's just gonna like get up on top of it. Oh, I'm gonna show you who's boss. And he's gonna take 2 attacks on it.
We vote on naming this episode "Donkey Punch the Water Dragon."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, same mindset there, Ryan.
Okay, there's some
2
rolls.
hits. Yeah, that's 2 hits.
All right. And as per usual, God, the damage rolls on his punches.
It won't hurt, but I can hit you.
Well, once again, it has disadvantage. It doesn't seem to matter because it's doing just AoEs.
Yeah.
But 14
is so-
damage, God, that could have been so much better. Oh well, that's what it is.
Actually, it's funny you say that based on your disadvantage thing that you did, because it does see 8-9 in front of it. It is going to take one of its remaining legendary to try to slap you with a tail.
Well, at least it'll do that at disadvantage.
For the tails, yeah, it will do that. It will do that. Tail is this. We
Now's
have
his time.
well. We have a 23 and a 32. Here's the good news about the imposing disadvantage. He did not crit against 8-9. So you were saved from that.
Can I add another disadvantage? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, it hits pretty. You're going to take 17 of a tail slap.
That's what I wanted to hear. Ow. That's okay. It's okay.
All right,
for now.
Henry. Henry, you're up. This dragon is slapping around your friend.
And I have attacks at disadvantage because I'm spooked.
Yes.
Tight. Love that. Love that for me. Tight.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that knife doesn't do it.
Tight.
That knife doesn't do it. Would you like
Tight.
to roll your fear save again?
Oh, my incredible wisdom roll.
Fortunately, you are still afraid.
It's always the fucking wisdom rolls. It's always me and the fucking wisdom rolls. I hate the stat. I hate it. Anyway, continue.
All right, Azov, you're up, and you're in the water, which
Oh,
for you,
wait.
no big deal.
I'm gonna tuck in back here.
Okay.
Because I'm so scared.
Okay.
It's normally no big deal, but there's a horrifying monster right next to me, so I'm not a huge fan of that.
You look over and he's
And Lefty.
He's.
I take Lefty's head and I'm like, you don't need it, right?
I like to imagine Lefty has little like floaties. Just in case.
I hate you.
Oh, by the way, let's not forget Lefty also has Wolverine claws strapped to his body.
Really good personal flotation device there.
Yep.
Yeah, so he does still have Hex maintained.
Yep.
Well, let's first start off with a second wind to get some health back, because that was a big hurty. It was. Do you want to roll for me, or?
I'm good.
for a whopping. Hey, 9 health back. I'll take that. It's somewhere between excellent and useless.
If you can paddle Lefty over towards me, I can give you a little heal.
I can't because I would have to get closer to Lefty. And I am going to, while I cannot get any closer, I am going to try and find an area of the body of this dragon that Rolo is not currently occupying. Would it be fair to say I could shatter?
Easy, yeah, for sure.
Then I'm just gonna clap the trident on the shield and cause a shatter on
cool.
this guy.
Yeah, because Rolo's up near the head. I mean, you can aim anywhere, low body, and you're fine.
I imagine he's currently standing and kind of right now, like in between the shoulder blades.
Yeah, ideally it would be like right in the head to like kind of rattle its bell. But that is a nice roll. That's 16 plus 1d6 from Hex for a -2. Con save.
I want you to know it barely passed your check. I got a 17.
Okay, so that's half. So that's 8 thunder damage and still 2 necrotic damage. So still 10 damage.
All right, yeah, 10 damage. This thing, I mean, listen, you guys have hit this thing. It seems to be losing some of its energy for sure. Does not look thrilled. 8-9, you're up. This thing's in your face, flailing all around.
I mean, I'm gonna terrifyingly, or rather, me being terrified, I'm gonna try to shoot at it because I don't like it. This is at disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Where? Why did paper roll? Here we go. Roll with disadvantage. Okay. So, did that actually roll anything? Hey, does that hit? Let's see. No, it's a nat one. Ow.
Yeah. What a spread on those rolls.
Well,
you want to roll to not be scared?
where's the second shot?
You get 2 attacks, right?
Yeah. The second one's a 23.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
23 is
so
gonna hit.
that's 13 damage from that, and then an extra d6 from Hunter's Mark. Well, I tried.
That's 14.
And then it's just a normal roll for.
It's a wisdom save.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like at disadvantage wisdom or something.
No. It's an ability check, not a save. That would be effective.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you are no longer afraid.
Nice.
Okay.
Although maybe you should still be, based on what the dragon's about to do.
I don't like that.
That
you know
dragon.
what? Let's move a little bit first. Because he's going to position himself a little bit better. So 15. All right, he's going to get up here.
I imagine you're walking along the little dock area and you just fucking knock the doctor out of the way.
He's going to get up to the top and get himself ready to shoot more.
All right. I want you to know that your movement just was smart. Because this dragon is going to move directly south with Rolo still attached to it, like this. Although it's going to happen in a bit of a zigzag pattern. You guys know how, like in Elden Ring, dragons, they fly and they do like a breath attack, like that as they go forward. So
it doesn't do anything like that.
I've never seen that in my life.
So
It breeds cotton candy.
So from the doctor, and from Bora, and from the cleric, you're gonna need dexterity saving throws.
Neat.
Oh, Bora. Why are you not a dex fighter?
I have been
Did I
absolutely.
manage to be out of the way of that?
You're rolling for the my bad. Okay.
Wow, Bora, nat 1.
Was I supposed to be rolling at advantage? Why do you guys?
No. That's
No,
because
I
the
just-
character sheets are weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, no one passes.
18 doesn't pass?
It is a 19.
Bruh. Yeah, I see a 19 right there. Look at that 19 right there. I see that.
I
Come
want.
on.
I want to give it to you, but I cannot. I don't know if I even need to roll this, but I will.
The insta kill, right?
I mean, yeah. The Doctor and Bora and Nona are all down.
What? Well, how much is it?
Yeah, how much damage?
66 cold damage.
Oh!
You're shitting me.
This is
66 or
60.
66?
66.
Does it matter who here has that much health?
No one.
This
Well,
is
it matters because is it a total kill for somebody?
no, we're not doing
I
that.
mean,
I'm not doing the overkill rules.
It
It's
would be
just
for Nona
people
though.
count.
It is double.
Yeah. No, we're just doing
Oh.
like
Oh, yeah, actually.
yeah, no, we're just doing being downed. I'm not doing the instant kill thing. That's too much. But this thing did just do its nuke, and the next two characters all need to make their saves.
Well, there goes both of our clerics. Both of our
Yep.
healers.
Yep. All right. Well, am I supposed to add con to that?
Yep.
Not unless it is.
For death
No, not
saves.
to
yeah.
dex save. No, it's a naked die.
Okay. Yep. It's one fail.
One fail. And what about our
You don't add con to death saves? I thought you do.
You do.
Oh, it's
You don't
not
add
gonna
anything to
Oh,
dex
sorry. It is technically a save throw, but it's not a con save.
I think there's some subclasses that have a thing for it, but
saves. Monks get them.
we'll just do the
Alrighty,
other
then.
ones. I'll do the others. I gotcha. So that's one for Bora, a pass for Bora and a fail for Nona.
Wait, what?
I just rolled theirs
Oh, okay.
just to do it real quick.
Just to speed it along.
Yeah, and then we'll go to Rolo.
Okay, Rolo ain't playing around anymore. He is, he's going to just invoking the relentless rage of the Battle Rager. He's going to get 5 more temp HP back and punch as hard as he freaking can. Seems like punching the back of the head. It had some natural armor or something. Seemed to do minimum damage. So he's just punching it right in the neck now, like right in the side. He's like getting down, like. We'll see how that does.
Second one hits for sure.
Okay. All right. 9 thunder damage and still disadvantage on everybody but me. Doesn't seem to be helping, but that is what it is.
Okay. Henry, before your turn, the dragon is not acting, but our druid friend is acting. She's gonna finally emerge from within with like a kind of a bag on her back with supplies and just emerge and just
She's just gonna jump off the turtle and say
and just
goodbye.
look out and be like, oh no, oh this is and she just sees 2 unconscious people next to her. She's gonna look at okay, you first, I guess, and she's gonna spare the doctor. The doctor, you're stable. You're 0, but you're stable.
What, like emotionally?
I don't know about that.
No.
Because he needed that.
And Henry, you're up.
Nona's got healing like spells, right?
She's a cleric.
She does.
I'm just making sure she's still got the spell slots. You don't need to be that way.
Yeah. Got plenty.
I'm gonna go to Nona. I'm gonna shove a potion
You are
of healing in
still
her mouth.
afraid of the dragon, and you cannot move that
Fuck
way.
me. I'm gonna go see the doctor, and I'm gonna shove a potion in his mouth.
That works.
Just gonna push Silgrace out of the way, like get, and just.
Get out. You're shoving your own other character.
That's a +2. That's a +2, not a negative.
All right, so
You have
5.
5 hit points. Welcome back.
Oh no, 7. 7 if it's.
Oh,
supposed to be a
sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
I saw the faces of all I've worked on. They screamed. They screamed without faces.
I'm just gonna like get up.
Right, back to work.
All right, Azov is up. Unless, sorry, did you have something else to say? Did you have a bonus?
I have a bonus. Is the dragon in the air?
Yes, it is.
Oh god, where the fuck did I go? I'm just gonna go
You're
over there.
right under the doctor, I think.
I didn't mean to. I'm gonna throw it.
Okay. Yeah, you'd be. I think you'd be like right there. I think Sid. So I'll just nudge you.
16.
16 is gonna hit.
Tight. And I get sneak attack damage.
Oh right, we said potions are gonna be bonuses now, so yeah, that opens things up for people too, which is good. You do get sneak attack damage because Rola's on the thing's back.
Right. So would that be considered a bonus though? Because or an action because I was giving it to somebody else though? I'm just
No,
trying to
we're
make
just
sure I
gonna-
roll the right damage.
Yeah, no, you're,
Okay,
you're
so
good.
then
This
it's
is gonna be your action. Yeah, just potion usage bonus action. We're just gonna rule it that way.
That sucks.
Hey, 13, you guys are hitting this thing a lot. Like it does not have too much left in the tank at this point.
Doesn't need that much left in the tank. Everybody's about to die.
We'll see.
Technically, I have died.
Our champion of the deep is up next.
All right. Yeah, he's gonna kind of crawl up onto the arm of the turtle, and he'll look over to him and be like, "Hey, I don't know if you noticed, we're dying out here. If you want to like throw one of those claws around or something, that'd be real great." And I want to make it clear that he knows exactly what I'm saying, because as a emissary of the deep, he fucking knows what I'm talking about.
That is true.
So when his like big eye kind of rolls over towards me, I'm like, yeah, you heard me. Azov doesn't have a lot of options, but he's going to take 2 Eldritch Blasts and hope against all hopes that they hit.
Yeah.
18,
It does.
and doesn't look like it. 13, bummer.
You got hit that. That's good.
With some more hex damage, that's a total of a whopping 7. Man, I really need more on that Eldritch Blast. That is his action. He can't get any closer. He can move his tentacle closer, I guess, 30 feet. So that's something. Let's see, where does that dump him? Like, here. Not much, but... and then I'm gonna try and shake this gosh heckin' fear. Not at disadvantage. Because I don't need that at disadvantage. Nope, still afraid.
Dan does not shake it, but I want you to know that yes, the Zartan understands you, and it does rear back one of its big feet and do it's more of a kick, but it will do its stomp attack, and it will hit that dragon right in the gut and do a pretty hefty chunk of damage.
There we go. That's
So-
why they call me the champion of the team.
And as it does that, the whole thing will like rock a little bit, and Silgrace will just yell out like, "She's not normally a fighter!" As everybody rocks a little bit on the boat. 8-9, you're up.
Okay. We have 2 people down, right?
There are currently 2 down. Yes, although it seems like the druid has a decent handle on that.
So I shouldn't help them?
Up to you. I'm just saying she is in play now.
25, I'm trying to like figure out a way that I can actually. Oh, actually, that works. All right. So 8-9 is going to run right here, and then drop off.
Oh right, you're no longer afraid. You're good.
Near Nona, because technically she's an object while she's dying, so I could occupy the same space. And we are going to, huh?
I don't think that would hold up in court, but
I'm gonna cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds on her.
All right.
nice.
So she gets, well, 7. I'll take it. But she gets 7 HP back. And he's gonna say, "Go help out back there," and I guess turns to face the dragon.
Rolo, you've been on this dragon's back. You've been giving it trouble. It's not happy. It is gonna start violently swinging and trying to like slap its tail like up at you. And just so you know, I rolled, none of these are crits, but we got 3 definite hits. We got 23, 27, 24.
Okay, I'm gonna Silvery Barbs one of those.
Okay.
I can Silvery Barbs the other, or another.
You want to save them for crits?
Maybe.
I do not, because I want to give myself advantage on an attack.
Okay.
It's his version of reckless attack, basically.
Gotcha. Well, it is, you can do that. It's still going to be a hit, so 21.
Okay. I
But-
figured. These things ain't missing. Its modifier's huge.
Yeah, but you can do everything. And I'm, I'm downplaying it, a little bit, of course. All right. All right, so just let me roll the damage here. Oh, boy. Ow. Rolo, my friend, you are taking... Actually, you're at 40?
Yep, but remember, subtract 3 from each of those 3, so a total of subtracting 9.
Okay. That has helped you. You're going to take 31.
Okay.
31 non-magical bludgeoning is 3 tails slap into you.
I don't hear no bell.
All right, the doctor is still alive, or is back to life, and he's up.
Lefty, pull yourself together and get over here. And Lefty kind of crawls onto the paw of the turtle, and you see like some of the like body hands starting to like pull skin back together and sew itself back up a little bit. As it uses one of its daily regenerates.
Well, what's the nat 20?
That was actually Bora's death save, which means she pops up with 1 HP.
Nice.
Yo!
Nice.
All right, so 14 health back to Lefty. Nice.
Now, having died, does that reset the fear?
Yes, it does.
Cool. I'm
Maybe I
gonna
should thank you.
squeeze in and cure Bora.
Yeah, who, as you're moving over, already like suddenly jumps back to life. But she'll take the healing.
Good, because that was a decent roll for 11 hit points.
All right.
And then I'm gonna scramble up here and take cover.
Okay. And with that, Bora is up.
But that was Bora's turn to do the thing, though, right?
Oh, you're right. My bad. Yeah, that would have. Well, no, because the doctor would have stabilized it. I shouldn't have done that ahead of time because she would have been stabilized by the doctor anyway. So we'll give her her turn now. That's my bad. I shouldn't have done it that soon.
Okay.
So she will get a turn.
Okay, first of all, second wind. Let's try to regain some health. For an additional 10.
Nice.
And, wait, Tony, did you already add it? How'd she get up to 22?
Oh, she should be at 12. I typed a digit wrong.
Oh, you already did it. Okay, sorry. I thought
Or-
I was doing.
No,
At
actually,
11.
That's a coincidence. She was at 12. I typed 22 by
Oh.
accident, so coincidentally, she's where she should be now.
Okay. So. With that, does she have ranged attack?
She has a crossbow.
She has a crossbow.
Yeah.
Okay, and she ain't too good with it. She's out of Misty Steps. I think she'll go for it though. Alright, that's not gonna hit.
It's not, unfortunately. But now,
Yeah,
our
well,
cleric-
she tried.
Yeah, but our cleric is
At a
up. Maybe the cleric.
disadvantage?
No, it's just regular. It's stuck
Yeah,
on.
We'll just go with the first roll. Now our cleric is up. Maybe the cleric can finish the dragon off.
How is this dragon looking?
It's not looking good. I mean, the turtle just kicked it in the face, so it does not look good.
I mean, do I hit the fuck you button?
I mean,
feel
it's
like-
either it's gonna hit the fuck you button on us.
Rolo's about to hit the fuck you button. You got advantage on the next hit.
What? I mean, fireball.
All right.
Listen, you give me a light cleric. I'm gonna use a light cleric. She'll hit the half. She'll hit the half. That's not.
Doesn't have roll
Yeah,
on
roll.
it. Yeah, I got you. All right.
For 19.
Okay. This is a dex.
Dex.
Yes.
All right. A dex. Here we are. Okay. It failed its dex save. Would you like to guess how much HP it has left?
80.
Plus the
much?
19.
It has
7.
It has exactly 19.
Nice.
Good. We could question it then.
Yeah.
As a fireball bursts forward in this thing's chest, and it just screams out, goes down. Rolo gets, can heroically hop off. As the dragon-
He wants to finish it off. He's as it's going down, unconscious. He wants to hit the shit out of it.
Punching, that's fair.
He is
Yeah.
gonna do another booming blade and try to finish it off. If he can freaking hit when he has advantage.
I mean, you can do it for fun as a coup de grace, but it is done. Yeah. Do you want to describe? Yeah, if you want to describe, Richard, how Rolo finishes things off.
It's just falling down, and on his way down, he's gonna like grab the head and then just boom right in the face, knocking it out. And if there's any teeth or anything that fall out, he wants to collect a trophy out. So he's not gonna have a chance to hop over. He's gonna crash into the water with it.
So you climb
But-
back on deck, just holding a tooth.
Yeah.
All right. You guys have beat some sharks. You finally found real sharks, and you beat a water dragon. Rolo got a tooth. And with that, I think we'll call it an episode. We'll pick back up next time as you guys reach Shadow
Go
Moon
to
City.
sleep.
It was looking a little
Alright.
dicey there for a second. It was
For
looking a little
real,
edgy.
though.
Yeah, I was starting to roll up a new character.
The druid weren't here. May have been a little different to just help out a little bit there, but who knows. But you guys did just beat a dragon. Well done.
Yeah.
God, could
Azov's
not
gonna
roll.
look to the turtle and be like, "Thank you." Where were you?
So Grace is like, she doesn't fight.
Apparently not.
Rolo did
Alright.
not roll above a 3 on any of his d8s like the entire time.
That's brutal.
All right.
Better luck
Well,
next
that's-
time, Rolo.
That is an episode.
Mhm.
You guys be dragon. We'll be back, a whole crew next week again, right?
Believe so.
I think so. And then it starts differing again.
Yes. One more week I'm here, and then after that, back out of town.
Yep. No worries. Well, we'll at least get you guys into the city with full crew next time. So that's an episode.
Yeah.
Well fought, everybody.
Absolutely.
A good night stream. We'll be back next week.
Bye,
Night, everybody.